Just grow up already. A phrase said a million times, but what does that even mean? Grow up, most of you will say I'm already grown up, but are you? Growing up is a fundamental part of being alive, and I would argue it's a key element in being human. Some might say in the comments, well, actually animals grow up. They do, sure, but they don't grow up in the same way as I mean. Sure, most of you are probably physically grown up. You went through a change, making you taller, hairier, and most likely stinkier. But that doesn't mean you've grown at all. We all know people who haven't changed since you first met them, for better or for worse. It's something we idolize, someone who's been the same since day one. It's nice to know someone will be there the exact same way as the last time you talked to them. But is staying the same something to be necessarily happy about? As much as some of us would not like to admit, we think we could use a change. Some more drastic than others, but change nonetheless. For some, it could be taking better care for themselves or trying to be a more honest and understanding person. It could even be growing out of your favorite YouTubers you used to watch. But how do I change? What if I don't want to? That's fair. Change is hard and it's never easy, and it all depends on knowing what you can change in the first place. It's hard to face and accept your flaws and the things that keep you in your head. It's normal to not want to change, or you might not even know how to start. Growing up isn't just something that happens when you turn 18. It's a lifelong battle, and staying closed and comfortable or branching out and facing the cold hard facts of reality. In no way am I saying by growing up you have to be someone serious who can't watch cartoons, play video games, or even cry. Even though you are growing up, you've been you this whole time. You still have the same brain from when you were a kid, and it's a mix of being able to embrace your inner child and becoming a better person. The problem is not knowing how to toe the line. Many people like me never really gave it up a thought. Sure, we were told that we're going to have to grow up and get a job and have a family and just become an adult in general, but my problem is that I soon realized that being an adult is that no one really trains you how to actually grow up. We all have different circumstances to better equip us for this, but others not so much. Growing is a lot more than the physical things like jobs and just adulting. It's knowing a lot about yourself and what you like and don't like. You have to be open to others and not just shut them down because whatever they think is not normal. And you can't become an unempathetic douchebag. Life is hard, and yeah, I know I've not been around long enough to really say that, but it is true. Many people think that success and money, fancy cars, and flexing copious amount of attractive people will make them happy. Most of this time, it's just a telltale that they're incredibly insecure and not good people to look up to. Growing up is easier said than done, and it's hard to even know where to begin. Change and growth will happen if you try. This isn't an overnight solution. You can't just watch one Gary Vee or Jordan Peterson video to help you. It all comes down to you. After all, this is just life, another part you didn't ask for, and it's just been thrusted into your lap without warning. But you deserve to be happy and to try. Even though you don't realize it, that life isn't only yours, you should really care to make it a little bit more bearable for not only you, but to others as well. It's genuinely hard to try and fix the things you block out and ignore, and it's even harder to grow when you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. And even with that weight on your shoulders, one of the most important things to realize about growing up is that you're gonna be alright. That even if it takes a year, 10 years, 30 years, that you'll be alright, and just have faith in the system. You're not as stuck as you think you are. And that's it. And if you liked the video, please subscribe, comment, like, or if you didn't like it, you can dislike it too. Really appreciate you watching this, and have a good one. Be safe.